is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading. A reading from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 58, verses 1 to 9. Thus says the Lord God, cry out, full-throated and unsparingly. Lift up your voice like a trumpet blast. Tell my people their wickedness, and the house of Jacob their sins. They seek me day after day, and desire to know my ways. Like a nation that has done what is just and not abandoned the law of their God. They ask me to declare what is due them, pleased to gain access to God. Why do we fast, and do you not see it? Afflict others, and you take no note of it. Lo, on your fast day you carry out your own pursuits, and drive all your laborers. Yes, your fast ends in quarreling and fighting, striking with wicked claw. Would that today you might fast, so as to make your voice heard on high. Is this the manner of fasting I wish, of keeping a day of penance? That a man bow his head like a reed, and lie in sackcloth and ashes. Do you call this a fast, a day acceptable to the Lord? This rather is the fasting that I wish, releasing those bounds unjustly, untying the thongs of the yoke, setting free the oppressed, breaking every yoke, sharing your bread with the hungry, sheltering the oppressed and the homeless, clothing the naked when you see them, and not turning your back on your own. Then your light shall break forth like the dawn, and your wound shall quickly be healed. Your vindication shall go before you, and the glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry for help, and he will say, Here I am. The word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Matthew. The disciples of John approached Jesus and said, Why do we and the Pharisees fast much, but your disciples do not fast? Jesus answered them, Can the wedding guests mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast. The Gospel of the Lord.
In our day-to-day activities, we do all the things with a purpose, with an aim. If I am to save money, I do with that with a purpose. At the end of the month, I have saved some money, so I have a purpose for that. And when I save this money, then I am going to spend it also with a purpose. Purpose and the aim will drive us towards a fruitful life, my dear friends, a fruitful end, my dear friends. During this season of Lent, a main obligation of ours is fasting. Why do I fast? Is it to loosen my weight? Is it to save some money? Or is it because it is a rule of the church? Or is it because I am forced to do it? My family members, they do fast and I too have to do that. Is it because of that? We need to have a purpose and an aim for this obligation, my dear friends. That is why today in the readings, it very clearly teaches us what is the purpose. What is the purpose? In the first reading it says, you fast but end up quarreling, striking each other with wicked blows. Fasting as you do will not make your voice heard on high. It is clear. I do give up physical food, it is for my spiritual growth, my dear friends. I give up the food because I need to grow in spiritually. Yes, giving up food will do some good for my physicality, for my body, but this giving up food will always motivate me, will always bring me up in my spiritual sense, my dear friends. That is why it says, you fast, but not only the food, not only the food, your words, your thoughts, your desires, and your comforts. We think of fasting, we just think that is only the food I have to fast. That is only a meal for a week or on Fridays. It is not, my dear friends. Fasting is so much deeper. When we do give up food, it just not say that only by giving up food I will have the grace of God. No. By giving up food, it should lead me, it should motivate me always to give the bad words I have, to give up bad thoughts I have, and to loosen some comforts I have. That is what fasting means, my dear friends. And when we do these obligations, what happens? I know the way of God. He is revealing day by day the which way I have to take. That is the present, that is the gift I would take when I do this obligation, my dear friends. That is why it very clearly says, see the fast that pleases me, breaking the fetters of injustice and unfastening the thongs of the yoke, setting the oppressed free and breaking every yoke. We have to break the yoke that is pressing us, that is pressing us. When we break the yoke only, we can go forward smoothly in our spiritual life, my dear friends. Therefore, just sit and reflect upon this. Why do I fast? And what do I fast? What is the purpose? Surely God will bless you for a beautiful and fruitful season of Lent.